Yes, good afternoon people. Another quick video. Today I'm going to talk about the PPE scandal involving Baroness Mone and the revelations from former MP Nadine Dorries. Let's get into it. The Conservative peer Baroness Mone and her husband Doug Barrowman denied for years that they were involved in PPE MedPro, a company that secured more than 200 million in government contracts to supply face masks and surgical gowns during the COVID pandemic. They are subject to a long-running National Crime Agency investigation, facing allegations of fraud and bribery, which they deny. In June 2020, the government awarded PPE MedPro, a newly formed company, 2 contracts to supply PPE. The first for 80.85 million was to supply face masks. The second for 122 million was to supply sterile surgical gowns. The PPE MedPro contracts were processed via the VIP fast lane, with fast-track offers of PPE from companies introduced by people with government connections. Baroness Mone and Barrowman denied that they were involved with PPE MedPro when approached by The Guardian. A lawyer for the couple said any suggestions of an association between Baroness Mone and PPE MedPro would be inaccurate, misleading and defamatory. In April 2022, the National Crime Agency executed search warrants at Mone's and Barrowman's homes in London and the Isle of Man, and was looking into suspected criminal offences committed in the procurement of PPE contracts by PPE MedPro. In November 2022, The Guardian revealed that leaked documents produced by HSBC Bank indicated that Barrowman was paid at least 65 million from PPE MedPro's profits. The documents indicated that Barrowman then transferred 29 million to an offshore trust, the Kerristal Trust, of which Mone and her 3 adult children were beneficiaries. Baroness Mone and her husband Doug Barrowman were interviewed by the BBC Laura Koonsberg on Sunday and admitted that they stand to gain from the 200 million contract after years of denial. Baroness Mone admitted that she lied to the press when she repeatedly denied involvement in the company via her lawyers. She said she had done so to protect her family from press attention and now regretted it, but said that lying to the media was not a crime. Baroness Mone said, "I can't see what we have done wrong." BBC's Laura Koonsberg countered, "You can't see what you have done wrong, but you have admitted you lied to the press and you lied to the public." Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said he's taken the allegation very seriously. Baroness Mone hit back saying, "Ministers knew all along about my involvement with PPE MedPro." Labour leader Keir Starmer has spoken out, urging the government to be transparent about their PPE contracts and calling for Baroness Mone to be removed from the House of Lords. Baroness Mone, a member of the House of Lords, wields significant influence in shaping the laws that govern us. However, her actions have shown a disregard for ethical conduct as she has used her position for personal financial gain. It is a travesty of justice that Baroness Mone and Barrowman have escaped imprisonment despite their involvement in bribery and defrauding the government of millions of pounds. She should be stripped of her peerage and made to refund all the money they defrauded. If the same offences were committed by an average citizen, a severe punishment of at least 5 years and a refund of all the money would be expected. The double standards is unacceptable. One rule for them and one rule for us. Tell me what you guys think on that one. The former Culture Secretary Nadine Dorries has made some controversial statements in her newly published book, The Plot, The Political Assassination of Boris Johnson. Despite facing backlash, Dorries remains steadfast in her loyalty to Johnson, even in the face of opposition. Who is Dougie Smith? In my quest to create this video, I extensively scoured the internet for relevant images and information on Dougie Smith. However, my efforts yielded only 2 pictures of him, one which was captured over 3 decades ago. She claims nobody becomes an MP without Dougie Smith signing them off. Nobody becomes a minister without Dougie Smith approving it. And when it's time to get rid of ministers, Dougie Smith will open the trapdoor with a scandal here or there. Hardly anyone has ever met him, and every piece of information about him on the internet has been redacted for 100 years. He sits at the heart of Number 10 and the Conservative Central Office. She also claimed that a shadowy group controls the Conservative Party and has done so for the last 20 years. The former MP claims it's not the voters who change who runs the country, but a cabal that has been at the helm of the Conservative Party for at least 20 years. She also alleged he was behind the plot to oust Boris Johnson. Some would argue, why didn't she say something before? Is she speaking out now because she was denied a peerage, claiming that she deserved a seat in the House of Lords, promised to her by former Prime Minister Boris Johnson? Some may question if the recent release of her book, The Plot, The Political Assassination of Boris Johnson, is merely a ploy to boost book sales. However, it is important that we thoroughly examine her motives behind these actions. Is this the rantings of a woman scorn, or is she onto something? Tell me what you guys think. And I'll end with this. I've always said it. I believe that voting is an illusion. It's just to make us think that we've got a choice, when in reality we've got no choice. Thanks for watching. Out of here.